Great awakening, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Grand rising. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. Oh, wow. Well, I woke up this morning and I had a lot on my mind and I wanted to share it with you guys. So first and foremost, welcome to my channel. I'm so grateful for you guys. And I want to talk about energy and the state and the conditioning of how we can understand what's going on that is around us. There's a couple of posts that I saw where you have people that believe that it's their own energy and their own frequency that propels them, right? That gives them the experiences, and that includes how they want to interpret things. And then you got some people that have energy that is bitter, that it's no matter how much of the truth of their truth is the truth to them, what propels it, or what expresses it, the energy that is used to express it could also be bitter in nature. But whether it's the high or the low sense of understanding in terms of the individual that is pushing it out, right? What only truly matters is two things. What matter? If the energy that you are receiving from someone else, how that affects you, you understand, and you make a choice. But what really matters, the principal factor of what really matters is your world, is within you, yourself. How you're cultivating and understanding your life experiences and the energies and the frequencies that propels that experience. Because it's we could sit here and judge all day, all night, but everything down to the ants, the crickets, the microorganisms, everything has a purpose. That is, for the simple fact that it exists, it has a purpose. And what we have to understand is that whether we understand that purpose or not, it still has a purpose. It has a significant purpose to the whole. So this is why, it is, more looked upon for us to understand what's going on in our world and how we understand it, and what energy is propelling us. Are we at a momentum of dissension or ascension? Because ultimately what we want to do is ascend. We want to rise, to our higher self, the knowing of our higher self, the awareness of our higher self, our higher, being, our higher sense of understanding, right? We want to rise to that. And these experiences here on earth is just like a movie being played out, right? But the part that is significant is the frequency and the energy that we gain as a result of the experience that we have here. The purpose of us being here is to ascend, even through, things that might make it quite difficult. And the beauty about even that is that it will only be difficult if we tell ourselves that it's difficult, right? Depending on where we're at in our level of consciousness is going to determine how this thing moves for us in our human experience. There was a post about Jaguar Wright, and how she's spewing all of this information that's going out right now regarding the industry. And a lot of people feel like, she's bitter, regarding how the energy that is propelling it is an energy of bitterness. No matter how true it may be in her world, or how true it may be in the world of others, right? What's propelling, what's motivating and pushing that energy and pushing that narrative, a lot of folks are saying it's bitter energy. But the flip side to that, the alchemic side to that, in terms of interpretation, yes, we can look at it from that perspective, but also it's a healing for her. The thing of it is that, yes, she may have used a public platform to, express herself and, do the things that she do, say the things that she say. And ultimately, however we interpret it, it's our business, however we interpret it. But what really matters for her is what it's doing for her, right? Whatever that may be, because, this is her initiative. She's the one that is initiating it. So however it is supposed to help her in her journey, be it positively or negatively, this is really for her. It may not look like it because she's, spewing it all out, and she's going on numerous public platforms, of bloggers and, YouTubers that will allow her to do so, right? But we never know where she's at energetically, vibrationally, spiritually, in her true being. Because even though with her spewing all of this, these narratives that are out there that she's putting out there regarding other people that are in the industry, however pretty or ugly it looks, it still has a purpose. It's a reason why it's being done. And sometimes, the deliverer may not be all that pretty in terms of what the bigger picture or the bigger agenda really is. But the funniest thing about energy is that it's only effective for those who have attention to it. This is why a lot of times when we project a lot of things, it's like I said, it's never really about the person, right, that you're projecting it onto. It's always about self, because a person can, pick, choose, and refuse. That's outside of you, what they want to endure, if they want to give it life, if they want to give it attention, if they want to give it more momentum than what you are initiating as a person, right? What really matter is, what is that information to you? What is this experience doing for you, to you, for you, right? So that's how that goes, because at the end of the day, it's all about you. It's all about you, because many people are going to receive what we emit in many different interpretations, because we're multi-dimensional, right? We're multi-dimensional, and everybody may have a different experience when it comes to how they receive your energy, right? So a lot of people are going to look at her and say, okay, that there's bitterness that's there, and which you could feel it. I mean, if in terms of how we understand things, yes, you could feel that bitterness. A lot of people will look at her and say, oh God, she's hurt. And, the energy of compassion will come out because she's hurt. A lot of people will look at her and just say she's downright, evil for what she's doing. So you're going to have many variations of interpretations, because even in the essence of us pushing out information and propelling out our truth, there's so many versions of us that is within us that's going to correspond with many different receptors of that particular energy, those energies that we're emitting. All right? The frequency. It's all about the frequency, right? So I just want people to really get a understand that this thing is really bigger than what, what we can even imagine or begin to dissect, right? It's almost to a point where it's undissectable. It separates itself and brings itself back together all on its own accord, without, it don't really need our help to do anything in terms of this understanding, right? So it's just that I just want people to really realize that it's all about you and your energy and what you're propelling, the frequency that you're on. We can look at people in many different variations, right? But it's really all about you, yourself, what you identify with. Do you accept labels? Do you, how do you want to identify yourself? What is it that you're utilizing within yourself to bring yourself at a higher frequency, to open up more portals and senses of understandings or overstandings that's going to propel you to the next level in your level of consciousness, in your consciousness, right? It's all about you. It's all about you. And even with her, in terms of how we perceive our perception of her, for me, my story regarding her is that I took the truth and I felt that it was the truth. I took what she was saying, rather, and I felt that it was her truth. And yes, it appeared the way that it appeared. But even with that particular energy faded into black, because it's a much deeper purpose regarding why she's doing what she's doing. It's there for many different facets, but if I had to receive it, I'll say that it's there to create change. The messenger might be a little rough around the edges, but it's there to promote and create a change. And that is if the energy is received in that regard, right? So, there's so many different ways to look at people, but the most important thing and the most important aspect is how you look at yourself. And yes, what it is that you want to tolerate from others. We don't have to do there's a lot of things we don't have to do. You don't have to accept, especially if it infiltrates our peace and our aura and, the prosperities of our frequencies being evolved and raised, You don't want that around you. And it's truly and completely understandable. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to end here. I just wanted to put that out there, that at the end of the day, a lot of people going to say a lot of things, do a lot of things, and it's going to be received by many different people in many different ways, because we're multi-dimensional, and there's a frequency out there for everybody. But the most important thing is about you, right? It's all about you. All right? The truth of thyself and the knowing of thyself and the self-awareness, and getting rid of labels that doesn't serve you, getting rid of things that no longer serve your purpose. It's about you. All right? So love you guys. It's a beautiful day in Zamunda. Happy Monday. I am thankful. I am grateful for this beautiful day, this beautiful another chance, opportunities to create change. I'm grateful for it and thankful for it. And as I say always, if you like this video, please click like. If you love the content that is being shared on this channel, please subscribe. And if you have anything to add to or take away from in terms of your understanding of what this information is in this video, please drop a comment, because as I always say, each one teaches one. We are here to learn and to be cultivated by all experiences that take place. And a comment can help somebody. You never know, right? All right, so love you guys, and I shall commence to talking with you guys later. Happy Monday, y'all. Bye.